Yeah. Continue.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another unpacking video slash words of podcast. I'm still not sure. Anyways, I have another package today, and you know what? I don't even know which shop this is from because I ordered from two different shops simultaneously, and they both sent me an email on the same day that the package is being delivered or sent at least. So yes, this is really gonna be a surprise. And Philip, please hold the microphone while I cut this fucker open.
I can only say one thing about this. I tried to work right now. I tried to watch the movie Horror Express, but now my stupid sister is playing the flute for hours and hours, and I cannot work. I have to watch Horror Express. Do you know Horror Express?
No, I just know that a whole day's work is ruined by a foolish, ignorant woman.
Yes, a whole holiday's work. No, but seriously, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, it's not a Hammer horror movie, but it's actually way, way better because things are actually happening all the time. And they are like on a train in Siberia, and it's so atmospheric and gothic. It's really great, incredibly cheap, but great atmosphere and really interesting the entire time. No boring scenes. Really funny. Really great. You have to watch it, Tom. Watch it. Horror Express on YouTube.
And you know what else is great? Lake Michigan Monster. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so first of all, this appears to be from Arrow Video. And so this is the shop I also ordered from. And this film, I have heard it mentioned in one YouTube video, and they said it's like a really cheap looking horror comedy, I guess. I don't exactly remember what they said about this film, but I remember that it really made me want to watch it. And then I saw that they had it on Arrow. I think for like $5, so I just threw it in there. And yeah, so Philip, you've never heard of this film?
No, who directed it even?
Great question.
You don't even know.
A guy called Ryland Brixton Cole Tooth.
Was this name generated by a randomizer?
Probably. So yeah, I have nothing to say about this film because I pretty much don't know anything about it.
This is completely forget it.
So next up, a director, of course, we all know and love. Early Rainer Werner Fassbinder.
Damn.
A collection of a few of his films: The Little Chaos, The City Tramp, Love is Colder Than Death, and Katzelmacher.
Oh, it's really early stuff. Oh my god. Do you actually want to watch those?
Yes, I do want to watch those. I don't know any of those films, but everything I have seen of Fassbinder's has been absolutely fantastic.
But this early stuff is really pretty, it's like someone who is directing his first movie and so on, but at least you see Uli Lommel there. And there's an amazing scene, of course, in Love is Colder Than Death, where Uli Lommel and Fassbinder are like robbing sunglasses from a sunglass shop, and they just get in there, and then Fassbinder is standing there together with Uli Lommel, and Fassbinder is saying, I want a round sunglass like this policeman in Psycho. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, a little bit of foreshadowing there maybe. And yes, I am still looking forward to watching those because I believe in Fassbinder.
I mean, Fassbinder was gay, Fassbinder was Okay.
Yes, Uli Lommel, of course, also one of my all-time favorite filmmakers. And speaking of all-time favorite filmmakers, of course, The Secret Beyond the Door by none other than Fritz Lang, the great Fritz Lang. And again, a film I haven't seen. I think I haven't seen any of the films I've ordered. And yeah, this is another one of those films of his that aren't like super talked about. But I'm still looking forward to watching this. I intend on completing his filmography eventually, at least. And yeah, this is another one I haven't seen. So I thought, why not buy it?
I honestly think that The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant is probably my favorite Fassbinder.
Yes, I also like Kant. But I also like World on a Wire quite a bit, I have to say.
I haven't seen that one, but I have seen how's this other this incredibly long TV show, actual show that he made? Berlin Alexanderplatz. That's pretty fucking weird, and it's like 14 hours, and the last episode is just a recap of all the other episodes, but as a surreal nightmare where someone gets crucified in front of a nuclear explosion and stuff.
And I think it's on Netflix, actually.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna watch this too. I mean, about Fritz Lang, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of his best films. Of course not. I mean, it's really hard to come close to films like Metropolis or M or Destiny, for example, his legendary German work. But yeah, his American work is still very well cherished amongst fans, so I'm still looking forward to watching it. A film that I've also heard a lot about is Society. This is kind of a horror cult classic, and literally every single person I've ever heard talking about this film is like praising it to the highest degree, basically. And I've only ever seen like one shot of this film, which seems to have been the inspiration for the cover art as well, where like people are melted into each other. And yeah, so I'm really intrigued by this film. Philip, you've seen it? Or?
No, I haven't seen it, but there's of course, I mean, I have a encyclopedia of horror movies, and of course also one of my professors, Dr. Rainer Winter, is like a actual, how do you say, expert coryphée on analyzing horror movies and the fan groups of horror movies. He's actually classified 4 different types of horror movie fans: the buff, the freak, the tourist, and I forgot the other one, but whatever. So yeah, I have not actually seen this one, but I am obviously familiar with it because of my academic work, and I know the famous shot of the asshole face, where an asshole has a face.
Yeah. Fuck you.
That's everything I can say about it, and you too.
Alright, and last, but probably also maybe least, but still, this is actually the film that even got me to order from Arrow Films. It's a film called Man of a Thousand Faces, and it's a biopic about, of course, Lon Chaney, the great actor. It was made in the 50s, so only like 2 decades after his passing in the early 30s. And I don't think this film is really held in high regards as a film itself, but as someone who absolutely loves Lon Chaney, I think I'm gonna get a kick out of this one anyways. And yeah, so I basically stumbled upon this randomly on Arrow Films, and then saw that they had a lot of other really cool films to offer, so I thought, yeah, let's just order from there. And funnily enough, there's still something missing from this package that I ordered, which is probably because I pre-ordered it. And so you can be looking forward to another unboxing video probably very soon. As I said, I also ordered from another shop, so that package will also be arriving soonish, I hope. And yeah, best case scenario, I can just throw the next two packages that come into one video, and we'll have another fun unboxing video as soon as possible.
Who is playing Lon Chaney?
That's actually a great question. I just assume it's the first guy in the credits, James Cagney.
James Cagney. That's a really famous actor.
Yeah, and I think the cast and crew of this film is pretty famous for the time, but still it's like not one of their most celebrated films.
Yeah, speaking of biopics and Fassbinder, have you seen the Fassbinder biopic Enfant Terrible?
No.
I can borrow it from the university library for you if you want to. I have seen it twice and I don't like it, but there's such a fascination that I have for biopics of famous directors, because they are always made by, or almost always made by, not really good directors.
Okay, fuck you again.
And almost always. And then they are trying to emulate the style. And here in this Fassbinder biopic, the entire movie is trying to be a Fassbinder movie about Fassbinder, but without Fassbinder. And you actually appreciate Fassbinder so much more after watching this, because it's just, it fails so horribly. It tries to be this melodramatic, over-stylized thing that Fassbinder is always doing, and it's just so empty, it's so pretentious, but it really makes you appreciate Fassbinder even more afterwards. So I can actually recommend it in some strange and sadomasochistic way. Okay, let's stop it right there. Goodbye.